Why hasn't anyone offered my parents 5 camels for my hand in marriage yet? What am I doing wrong?
It's because you are worth at least 10 camels and they just can't afford you.
This is the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Oh, that shatters me. See, my parents gave me away for 5 chickens and a goat. I wasn't worth much. The goat was probably the best part of that deal. Man, it's always weird trading livestock for, like, you know, your child getting married off. Like, that always seems weird to me, because, like, that kid's gonna live way longer than that cow. But, I mean, I guess if you already had another cow, you could just give them a couple of pieces of food, and then little hearts would show up, and then baby. So maybe it was an investment? It just seems weird. It just seems weird. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo and today we are looking at r/Tumblr for that wacky blue hellhole of a site that we all know and love. Let's just get right into it. Normal Tumblr content, part 51. A wild Machamp appeared. Go Dugtrio. I tried to scroll past this, but it's too damn clever. It has to be awkward being buried so close like that. Actually, they look like they're a decent distance away. Like, the 2 homies in the back are probably holding hands like true bros do, but I can't imagine it being that uncomfortable. I'm more questioning why they stopped what they were doing to do this. I mean, it's funny. I got a good chuckle out of it, but I'm failing to understand how long this took. Really well done though. Like the good meme, solid meme, 8 out of 10 meme, I would say. That would be my official judgment. I just woke up, can you tell? Where were you 49 years ago today when the real Buzz and Neil Armstrong made these historic first steps on the moon? I was on the moon! Imagine being the only person alive who can say this. Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong like to do a thing where they would tell unfunny jokes at parties about being on the moon, and when people were confused they'd go, "Guess you had to have been there." Man, you know what? There's a lot of times when I tell someone they're being like pretentious because like, oh, my life experience is so much better. No, theirs is. There's just straight up and down his. Like, it's something about that. It's just so cool to me that they actually went to the moon, but at the same time, I can't imagine the absolute fear and anxiety given how many rockets exploded up at that point, and also how they were going to get back because there was a chance that they wouldn't. Like, there's so much about this that just freaks me out on, like, a spiritual level, and I find it really cool that we still made it happen. I'm sad we've never gone back, but really, what is there? Is there any reason to go back until we can colonize the moon? I don't think there is. Like, there's nothing there. It's just rocks. There's nothing there. I mean, I guess you could sell the rocks to some, like, aperture scientist or whatever, but, like, apart from that. Today I learned that bookkeeping is the only word in the English language that contains 3 consecutive sets of double letters. The ass Redditor forgot about pee-pee poo-poo. Those aren't consecutive, you just lost to a Redditor. What? Okay, so again, normal content circle. Reddit content posted to Tumblr, posted to Reddit. But I need to question, why do we have social media wars and gatekeeping? I ask this because I've always found it stupid, like, yes, only normies go to Instagram. I go to the superior website, Reddit. Like, what are you doing? What's the point of that? Like, people are allowed to post wherever the hell they want. I don't understand this bizarre concept of gatekeeping social media. Like, oh, you'll give your information to that tech giant? I only give it to my tech giant, which makes me superior. When it's all getting sold to the same marketing firms, you complete and utter brainlets. Like, God, I just never understood. It just seems like such a stupid concept. But then again, people fight over pieces of plastic that read discs. So, I mean, like, you know, we're all idiots. We're all idiots. Boil up some Mountain Dew. It's gonna be a long night. You could have said anything else. Cauldron boil, cauldron bubble, Baja Blast to fuel my trouble. I kind of want to boil some Mountain Dew just to see what happens. I'm not gonna lie. I would boil some Mountain Dew. Why? Oh, what would that taste like? Would it just condense back down into like the syrup used to make the soda? I feel like that's what would happen. And I'm kind of here for it because it means that I can just get the syrup from Mountain Dew and drink it straight. Get the entire experience in a couple of sips. Real talk, I've done that. I have done that. I used to work at a restaurant and one of the bags ruptured, so me and the manager just took turns taking horrible shots of Mountain Dew, like syrup. I think I understand why I was 300 pounds once.
We all make fun of Zuko for, that's rough, buddy. But like, how the frick are you supposed to respond when someone nonchalantly says my girlfriend turned into the moon? With a solid oof and a pat on the back. God, that's rough, buddy, is like my favorite response to things. Just, it's always applicable, and it's a bit more respectful than just going, oof. You know what I mean? God, I love it. I love it. I love Avatar. It's good. I like it. Concept. Basically Among Us, except if you don't perform a task in an OSHA-compliant fashion, there's a random chance you'll accidentally kill yourself. The imposters can't murder anyone directly. They can only create workplace hazards or sabotage tasks to require precautions they ordinarily wouldn't. OSHA Among Us. Hey guys, I'd like to propose a new month theme. No Among Us November. It's like No Nut November, except you stop talking about Among Us. Please. It's constant. It's unending. There are other things in this world. You have other interests. Please. I'm so sick of hearing about it. This is a neat concept, but I'm just so tilted. Every day, it's unceasing. Orange is acting pretty sus.
Cool, this is a Wendy's. Order your fucking burger.
God, dude. Now I understand how people felt when I was in the Undertale. God. Standing next to sunflowers always makes me feel weak. Like, look at this freaking flower. This flower's taller than I am. This flower is winning, and I am losing. Wow, you are not ready to hear about trees. Imagine going to a redwood forest and being like, well, time to burn it all down to assert my dominance. Oh, wait, no, that's actually happening in California. No. Oh, the humor is topical to this relevant moment. Is the West Coast still on fire, by the way? The media moved to something else. I haven't been keeping up with it. I feel like it probably still... I feel like fires don't just go away. So, I feel like it probably is. I hope everyone is staying safe. Obviously, terrible that it's happening. Sorry to make light of your situation. But yeah, sunflowers are intimidating. Take a weed whacker to him. Frank, the human boy. How did you almost know my name? I have approximate knowledge of many things. My education in a nutshell. I really think that the school system we have here has failed almost everyone. General knowledge is good, and it's good to have. But I swear to God, making me take 18 years of Spanish has resulted in Como te llama? And that's it. We need to have more courses that allow people to, like, actually try and figure out what the hell they want to do with their life, and things that are actually important, like bring back civics. I'd love to know how my government works, for example. Or, like, maybe bring back home ec. Because, a lot of kids don't have the luck I did and have someone who can teach them how to cook. Like, maybe teach us how to do taxes. Like, there's so many things that I feel high school needs to prepare people for, because college won't. Like, doing taxes, taking care of yourself. Like, a lot of people that I know in college did not know how to do their own laundry. How do you get to the age of 18 to 20 and not know how to do your own laundry? Or make a budget for yourself? How did this happen? Like, I always feel like high school needs to teach people things that are actually gonna help them live, as opposed to, like,
the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Like, I don't need to know that. Like, I don't know. I feel like we need to help people live life, better, as opposed to teaching them information that they can just regurgitate back at us. I feel like you should still be able to take those classes, of course, but I feel like we need more, just people need to be more prepared to live life on their own. It's weird. It's weird. I only have an approximate knowledge of many things. Service training dogs sit through a movie at a theater. It's actually better than that. The picture comes from dogs being trained to sit through a play, which means there are actors on stage performing a musical for a theater full of dogs. That sounds so much better than the elder showings we used to have at my high school. God, working like the upper rafters, like the lighting rigs during the elder shows, you could actually smell the decay. It was horrible. Like, people would literally wear masks and like line it with like peppermint, like it's an old plague doctor mask when working up there, because it just smelled that much of decay and death, and it was so upsetting. So upsetting. I would rather have performed for a bunch of good boys sitting to watch a play. Somebody, it starts at 4, so you should be here by 3:45. Arrives at 3:30 because I have to be early to being early. Left at 2:45, arrived at 3:15, sat in the car for 15 minutes. So it wouldn't be weird. It's me. Oh, do I feel that. Sometimes when I would go to see my, at the time, girlfriend, I would circle the block like 2 or 3 times Not to be creepy, but because I showed up too early and forgot to call her on the way there. God, though, I feel this. You never want to be that dude who shows up first to a party and then it's just you and the host sitting there kind of awkwardly like, so how's things? My socialization skills are not up to snuff, let me tell you. I'm very glad that my YouTube career is probably going to take off after I fix that, because goddamn, if you told 2016 Lumo to talk to a fan, it would be like, so, you like Undertale? It would have been a train wreck. God, socializing is hard. Why isn't there a high school class on how to talk to people like a competent frickin' adult? Frick it, all continents are South America. Hate that every time I see this, I do not notice until the caption. It's cause it's an approximation, you know what I mean? Like, it is an approximation. You can vaguely see how the world is laid out normally, so your mind puts together the rest of the information. It's actually kind of a cool phenomenon. It's like how, it's the exact opposite of how you can sometimes stare at roof tiles, and all but the, like, intersection of the one you're looking at will vanish. Like, I think it's neat that the human brain fills in the gaps like that. The brain works sometimes. Would you like a bag? I was 13 when my father passed. Okay. Y'all ever work in retail? Oh, dude, I have too many stories from retail. Oh my god, I could make a storytime animation channel just about my time at Best Buy. Like, there was so much stuff. Like, one of my coworkers showed me her cooter once because she just was very proud of the shave job she did. And it wasn't just me, it was to like a couple of people in the warehouse, so it wasn't a come on, she just was very proud. Like, I had a customer like get really mad because I offered him Geek Squad protection on a razor because I was like, if it's going in the bathroom, it's gonna get wet. Water could seep in and, well, it should be fine, you never know. He was like, why would it break? Are you selling me an intentionally defective product? Like, no, things just break. Get off of my ass. Like, God, dude, retail is wild. Why do people take stuff out on retail employees? I give retail employees the legal ability to say fuck. That's all a lot of things. Are you a boy or a girl? I'm dead. A fine gender. I mean, they are dead. What's in the pants? Bones. I mean, I guess that can be said about all of us. I don't have much to say about this post, so I'm going to propose to you guys a question that my buddy posed to me. It's kind of on topic, so these will be my closing thoughts for the episode. Inside of you is a skeleton. When you die, you are sent underground to decompose and become just a skeleton. So in a way, when you die, do you become an Undertale OC? Thank you. And I hope to see your answers in the comments. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and maybe share this with a friend who could use a good old-fashioned trip down the Tumblr aisle. If you want more r/Tumblr, there'll be another one popping up in just a couple of seconds, but until then, my name has been Lumo, and I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a lovely day.